multiple genres.
Boys, game one of Worlds. Here we go. Grand finals. Peter on the Braum. Carry on Poppy, bro. Let's go. And of course, Faker on Talia, dude. He loves that champ. They keep putting him on that. Oh.
For the fans on both sides. But no surprise in any arena when the T1 fans are just that little bit louder. We've said it before, but it feels like every single arena we go to, no matter what region it is in, T1 are the hometown heroes.
Faker gonna get some poke right here, right?
Yep. You would expect from both Ash and Braum here. I want to highlight one thing that we've seen this tournament is the arms race when it comes to teleport in the bot lane. Right now, Guma did actually go for the teleport, and Docdom hasn't. So Docdom does have the Combat Summoner, but they need to actually get any mileage out of that, because if not, you are going to lose in the long run if you have even trades, because your opponent will be able to cheat tempo way better than you do. And we'll also see whether lane swaps might play a part in that as well, because teams have been very happy to swap for grubs.
Yeah, meanwhile, on the other side, Guma won't have a cleanse if he does get hit by an Ash arrow.
Yeah.
And so we'll see which bet ends up paying off.
And it's important to note, as thrilled, as excited we are at this matchup, the story of these two teams this year has been incredibly one-sided. The most recent best of we saw, KT were able to make the upset
Holy
happen,
shit, man. Look at the score. 1-2, 0-2, 0-2, 0-2, 1-3, 0-2, 0-2, 2-0.
Isn't just going to be one-sided.
Yeah, there's a little interesting bit at the very end there.
Was it 2-0?
I'm telling you, bro, KT turned up.
And we have been
absolutely turned up at the end of the series here. Oh, dude, look at the damage from Ash, bro. You just get chased down.
Over this team, and KT were able to upset them.
This is a scary lane right here, bro. Ash Braum.
Graphic on a side note. We said Galaga, we were kind of joking, but it does feel apt. It's not a roller coaster anymore. It's a spaceship, but if there's one team that might bring them back down to earth, it is Faker himself. Of course, we did see in the meantime a bit of early trading on the bottom side. Heal used from Peter for that additional movement speed to make sure some of that damage would stick. But Peter and Docdam, they're getting prio, but losing out a bit when in terms of overall HP. That said, Guma has already popped the pot, so still quite favorable for KT overall.
Still cookie for Docdam as well, as both junglers will be pathing towards the bot side. Obviously, Wukong prefer to just farm to 6. Has decent access to lanes, but not really any CC, nor that meaningful damage to speak of, particularly pre-first base, but really...
BDD already backing for a tier.
Owner, though, on the Zinzao has been, for me, the main early game engine for T1 for, well, I could say the entire year, but we can go a couple years back at this point.
Was he trying to bag, or was he just baiting Faker to tank the wave?
Has really been, I think, by many considered over the whole year the best jungler that we had in the LCK.
And the desk so beautifully highlighted his consistency, right? He feels like the rock for this team. That's been doubly true for T1 domestically. Of course, at Worlds, so many of the members of the team have stepped up, so it doesn't just feel like Owner running the show in the
So how long until bot lane goes top?
We need to see where those early ganks are going to come from.
2 more waves?
Zin, we know, can have that early impact, even while we expect the Wukong to farm.
Yeah, and on the opposite side, that Wukong that I really highly prioritize right now, as far as the jungle pool.
Fighting for the crab already. A TP for the crab? Nah, get out of here, boys. Get out of here, boys. Oh, he dead. He dead. Give it to Rise? Oh my god, double buffs for Rise. Are you kidding me? KT fighting for crab. This is insane.
The concussive blows actually makes the difference. They pop the blast cone, and it is KT who strike first.
And let it be known that BDD is like, oh, you want to fight for Scuttle? I'm TPing straight to River. And it's that bot lane prio we talked about. Because they had the prio, starting level 1, Peter was able to roam up.
Man, that's crazy. Fighting for Scuttle Crab.
Are everything for early jungle skirmishes. This is the first highlight that you ever talk about for jungling, for objectives. BDD comes over, he roams down, Peter roams up, and KT as a team.
Bro, BDD is such in a good spot right now. Being Rise with a tier and double buffs, oh man, you're just completely spamming abilities. You're just having a great time, man.
He has been such a carry player all year long for his.
You could just take terrible trades because you have red buff. And you're never going to run out of mana. Oh my god.
Forced to flash back, just a trade of flashes, but Torin struggling to survive now in this matchup as Peter does his best to hold the wave. Carry going for the knockback on the heroic charge.
Damn.
A bit more damage, but clearly the lane's getting a little bit anxious, trying to force these bigger plays.
But we're seeing there is no hesitation from KT. Perfect with the confidence on the rumble to go in. But for BDD, as I wanted to, just as a small reminder, this man was 1 game away from making, and I would say dragging his team to finals back in 2021. As
Oh.
Going in. Hunter volley not quite enough. Now Carry is
Wait,
looking to finish
Doctum?
the job himself.
He still has
Slowly
flash and
but surely,
cleanse. He's
the
fine.
Bobby whittling him down. Doctum forced to
Carry has
flash
flash as
away.
well. He might
Carry
flash
hungry for blood.
QE.
A little bit more time. The Q flash forward.
Oh, he dodged. He dodged the Q, bro. He dodged the Q damage. He E's right here. Yep. Oh, close, but it's so much better for T1 because now they push his wave in. Oh, he's scared. Guma's smart. Look at him. Guma's like, yeah, I'm definitely going to get ganked. He's dead. He's literally dead. Guma's dead. That's crazy. He didn't even get to push in the wave. He doesn't escape this. Impossible. Oh my god. It was good for T1, but Guma couldn't push the wave, I guess.
Wukong accelerated, and it's a 1.2k gold lead at 6 minutes.
I wish it was showing bot side, because it looked like he was like hesitating to push the wave.
He's been carrying really heavily himself. With early money onto Wukong, you get to your Triforce so accelerated, and you can win those mid-game team fights. Here's another look at Guma baiting down until the last auto, his health bar, so that his support can go.
If that stun would have hit on Ash, he wouldn't have to tower dive.
Just cancel the base, but didn't know Carrier was still there. Carrier was in the tri-bush.
Also, that flash Q just so sad.
Extended sequence, and Carrier going for this was fine, right? That 1-for-1 trade is good because you killed the AD carry.
Right here, what happened? Okay, see, like he's not pushing the wave.
Very much in favor of KT.
Exactly. The reason why you say that play is fine is because then they're going to assume that they get to push in on the minions afterwards, which would make it worth it. But the timings from Peter and Cuz, they've been so synced up this game.
I'm so confused. He was hesitating on pushing the wave. It's like if I don't know, like if you just kill the AD and your wave's literally right at tower, you might as well just push it in so the enemy AD loses the wave.
Game number 1 can have huge implications here as far as the confidence for KT in their ability in this grand finals. They talked about it after upsetting Gen G, and they are off to a very good start here early on in game number 1.
Incredibly impressive start is once again the flick connecting onto BDD. Faker holding his own in the mid lane decently well despite those early kills going down, but you both highlighted it so well. Doctum, really everything working out perfectly for him as his team is there to support. His team is there to cover. We did see in the picture-in-picture while we were breaking down that replay, an attempted gank top side from Owner. Wanted to try to find an angle onto Perfect. Perfect, beautiful size up on the W means it doesn't go through. But KT on the bottom lane, now that Guma has this 6, potentially more angle here for T1 to play if they want to recoup some of these losses.
And for T1, there is still a lot of power in their team fight. I particularly like your ability to single out targets and force unfair fights, right? With the Talia, with the Poppy as well. Poppy in particular can really turn any game around as long as you find high enough value targets. But
Grubby's to KT this early?
Early game is being completely run right now.
Damn, so they got Dragon and they're getting Grub. So the early game is just KT heavy right now.
Mid lane relatively even, slightly in favor of the side of T1. Faker hovers into the darkness, threatens maybe a Weaver's Wall to the bottom lane, but Peter and Doctum pretty effortlessly holding for now. So difficult to dive this Ash Braum, but Carrier might go for it anyway.
Peter has flash and exhaust, he's fine.
Forward, Doctum there. Case to stand behind me, wants to come.
Oh, unless Talia
can interrupt. Flashing out instead, then using the W to escape, just to make sure the steadfast presence does not come through. However, they're zoned away from the tower, and they're going to be losing some plates.
Okay, so KT, they back off. That does mean with the half-throw mid from Faker, who is hovering to threaten the full commitment from T1, BDD is going to shove out this mid wave first and see if there is any contest over red. It looks like Cuz, you know, early pings, he knows that may be an objective that Owner would try and go for, and so immediately goes out to protect it.
Do really like the bounce back from T1 here, not getting thrown away as the arrow.
Oh.
Okay, close. Faker, not too scared of that one. But yeah, the T1 with the presence of mind, it was about a 300 gold swing thanks to the play in the bot lane, the CS denied as well as the plates. But there were free grubs for KT. We'll see if that's going to be worth or not, because it really depends on how much access they get to turrets.
True, but I want to remind people that this is Fearless. So the importance of these picks that have worked before, working again. Doctum played the Ash, had an incredible arrow hit ratio. Shout out to our stats guy Hayden for manually tracking every arrow that hit. It's a similar story for Guma. So for Doctum to take this away from Guma and have a good game is crucial for KT's game plan.
Oh, the Embessa ulti.
Doesn't connect from Doran. That's crushing.
Oh,
Very likely
man.
would have been a sure thing on the initial kill, and now Perfect wants to go for the all-in.
So this Poppy pick is just for the Wukong, huh? Wait, he still dies. How do you end up dying here? Oh, it's a bait. What is... Oh my god, it's a bait. What is Braum doing here? Yo.
Dominating game 1.
Perfect on his rumble. There is a reason he is so confident.
They don't kill him here.
Champion teleports down to the bottom side, will equalize the play.
So the cross map doesn't work out, and targeting perfect has been a strategy employed.
The score is 5-1 at 10 minutes.
So it makes sense that
That's
T1
crazy.
tries to go for it. But once that ultimate misses, you can't keep forcing it. Perfect, able to stay alive, doesn't really take any meaningful damage, and his reinforcements ensure KT now up 5-1.
We were thinking there was so much talk about T1 and the possible 3P and 4 finals in a row, and how their advantage is going to be how confident they will be under these bright lights. But KT are playing this game number 1 like they're the most confident I have ever seen.
Which is so impressive when we look back at the media day at the press conference, and Peter was talking about how Keria is perfect in every way. The only thing he had going for him was supposed to be his rookie spirit, but he's been first on the map. He is paired up with Cuz so incredibly well. Now almost a 2,000 gold lead for KT. T1 not out of it yet, but sent reeling in an early game where they gave the ideal topside to the side of KT, even after 3 targeted mid lane bans.
And it's honestly impressive. I really like the angle from Peter, who, again, debuted in 2022. And obviously, this is his first World Final, as we have seen many a time, which is still, to me, a heartwarming fact. Had never actually taken a plane out of Korea until he got to Worlds. But thus far, we're actually seeing, I think, come into the draft, we were looking at what is the comfort going to be. And
I want KT to win.
And what is the
I mean, I was saying it during the other... Once I saw KT beat Gen G, I was like, alright, if it's T1 KT finals, KT actually has a chance to win.
The Poppy can still secure a numbers advantage.
KT don't have prio in the lanes. They have enough vision to know the objective hasn't been started, but they have to be careful at checking for fog of war. They wait to have 3 members strong. They spot Keria, and they know that is their time to step up. Owner waiting. Gumayushi on the way in.
Oh, the arrow.
No chance to use the cousin guard. It might be too late by the time Owner does it. Realm War behind.
Wait, Rise.
Right on top of Owner, but Faker is there to cover. Instantly, he's sprinting out.
Keria's in trouble. Owner stun, okay. Drag over to KT.
The objective in the sights of KD. Kuma, not enough time to charge the arrow. Second, Drake dropping for KT Rolster.
And T1 second smite, this time cannot find the arrow. Second Drake goes over, and it's again no hesitation from KT.
KT, I mean, they've just been so methodical in this game with their lane assignments, with their choices here for objectives. They pull the pincer closed. They trap T1, force them off. Multiple flashes invested from both sides, though. So I'm definitely looking at Doctum as well. This Ashe with no cleanse and no flash after this bottom side river fight. That may be an area where T1 look to try and punish him, to try and get some gold to get back into this game.
Because it does feel thus far, KT has been the one calling most of the shots. Really, even the kill that they got onto Doctum was him going in. He did get punished for that, traded. But it's really been KT on the forward. Even here, where they did not have prio, as you highlighted, Dracos, they were still able to use the...
I mean, I don't really like this Keria pick, because I want to see Keria on a champ that can make, you know, set up his team for plays. That's what makes Keria really good. Put him on the Nico, put him on Alistar, put him on Thresh.
Relative touching distance, but early Drake stacking, an incredible team fighting, team composition, and just the confidence with which KT is playing thus far is really impressive.
So I think we're going to have to keep our eyes on if T1 are able to create some pockets of vision that they can abuse and make some picks of their own. They do have Talia Wall as well as Mbessa Ultimate, very long range abilities here to try and make some of those picks. Gumayushi as well, fairly good at this Varus and throwing out those skill shots. So we'll see if they can actually punish the Ashe in mid. So far, I'd say Doctum is playing incredibly well. Look how safe he is being on the Ashe. Right now, when he had nobody near him, he backed off to his tower, even with nobody showing. He's got his hawk shot, and KT have plenty of vision for him up through the top side of mid lane, giving him that safety where he can just kind of hug that wall. And so I feel like KT are almost removing any of these comeback options, these avenues for T1, because they know that's what they're looking for. But BDD!
Doran full committing. The root does manage to connect. Doran can't keep the dive. But BDD is not going to over push here.
Nice force by Doran. Gets his ult off, and BDD forced the flash. A big win there, because that does mean some of the engages of T1 a lot more scary.
Exactly. Plus, you know, maybe picking someone off in a side lane, not just looking at that mid lane here with another flash down.
Very important for T1 that in a deficit like this, although not game-ending, that they can find these avenues for individual outplays. But now it's Doran.
No way Doran dies here.
Traded back. BDD came back to lane. Redemption coming down to heal him.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way he dies here.
Available, crucially, for
now they lose Rift?
KT are already on it, and they've just been one step ahead of T1
God
the
damn.
entire game.
Yo, KT looks crazy this game.
Herald guaranteed, and what is the counterplay for T1 even? With Doran being pushed off of the top side of the map, there's not much for them to get except for a Scuttle Crab. Bottom side mid wave is not even going to get pushed all the way in.
Doran,
that's 4 people.
concussive blows. The Cyclone immediately comes out as well. Doran can't push a single button.
Damn.
KT merciless on the dive. Doran caught asleep at the wheel. Overconfident T1.
1-1 tower.
But it's KT who get it.
They've got the boot upgrades already, and they get the tower early here. 2,000 now the gold lead. The dragon stacking continuing. KT in game number 1. The coaster does keep going up, Chronicler.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, what goes up eventually. Arrow doesn't hit.
Sidestep here there in time to body block if necessary.
But I want to highlight, what did this cost for T1? So Doran TP's top to try and salvage this turret, right? Stall. If there's 2 people there, he can probably at least keep it alive long enough for his team to win it. But he TP's in. Then Faker also has the TP towards top to prevent them from taking down the inner. So now T1 not going to have those available for any upcoming fight. In about a minute, the possible soul point for KT is spawning.
And credit to T1, they're leveraging the power of the bar as well in the mid lane. They've consistently had mid-prio. They've used it to chunk away at that turret, chip away at that potential objective. Losing out on the boots is very unfortunate, but need to see if KT can keep this momentum going, because this is the pocket of vision you were talking about. Already set up by T1. One step ahead when it comes to this objective and the control they have over the area. KT might just give it. Only now are they getting control of mid lane.
Yeah, at the middle stage of the game, the team fights are definitely still very winnable here.
We got Rift, bro.
There's not been this
Drags in 20 seconds, throw Rift mid, go for drag.
Even though they
Simple.
have a very nice lead in this one, you know, Cuz does not have his full second item completed on the Wukong.
Group mid,
yet,
drop
so
the Rift,
drop
the Rift.
He's
not gonna drop it, is he? There we go, drop the Rift, take drag control.
4 seconds on the
Simple shit, boys, simple shit.
And Rift Hold is used mid for priority.
Ooh, the Talia ult.
Is just going to
Wait, that's so broken.
Good piece of mind by Faker
Oh
to
my
deny
god,
that
that is so
potential
broken.
point.
What?
Still does mean,
Nah, they should
however,
remove
the
that.
KT
And they
get
should remove a Nivea wall doing that as well. I think that's
Faker,
dumb.
Carrier all ready to go. Carrier's ulti, you highlighted it earlier, can be crucial, can deny some of the members of KT access to the pit here, but it's a very slow.
But I guess it still gave them drag control, right? Because T1 had to take care of the Rift, so it allowed them to walk into the pit and into the river, but now it's a 50-50. Ooh, he canceled the engage with the Poppy W. That was so good. Ooh, they found the Ashe. Ashe is dead. T1 win. Wow. And that's why T1 is T1, bro. Did you see the reaction time on Carrier? Like, that was crazy.
And they're looking for BDD.
On the hunt for BDD, but there's just nowhere for him to go in the blink
of an
eye.
Wow, bro.
KT's lead disappears.
And KT, they walk into the pincer. That objective just
this Poppy pick has one job, and legit just did it. Look at the reaction time. Boom. Insta. He flashed and instantly just hit the fucking Poppy wall.
Look at Owner starting it out with the Zin ultimate to spread them apart. And
Bro,
following it
Doran
up
finding Ashe in the middle of the entire team is so insane.
So meticulously, and they immediately steal the objective on top of it.
Frustration on the face of KT, not the world, but the goal a lot closer now.
Yeah, we're banning that shit next game.
Guma raining down arrows, but also Doran was getting focused, made a mistake TPing to the top side, bounced right back in that fight to be critical for that T1 advantage.
Saw Zin in the trailer, right? Yep. Zin, some new lore. Maybe Owner is the main character.
And I want to highlight what you said earlier, Kobe, because
I can't even lie, bro. Zin is mad annoying.
Finishes, basically everyone in the
he
game
jumps in,
like
and then you're like, oh, he's in the middle, let's focus him. Then he presses R, and you're just not doing any damage to him.
A couple more breakpoints that they've hit could have been a difference maker. Now T1, slight gold lead. But I do think it's, again, important to remind everyone that I do still love the KT when it comes to the actual 5v5. But we are seeing if Doran and or Owner can get on that back line, can get on top of Dogdom and BDD.
As crazy as it sounds, like,
yeah, and the reason
you low-key need Arrow to hit Poppy.
Is because if you do have good setup
So the Poppy doesn't block the engage.
The combos are so
Ooh, Otacon fight, boys. Here we go. We gotta sit up for this one.
Able to do a lot of raw W's to find picks and find burst damage. So let's see about the approach to the Otacon.
Otacon, for now, just the ward.
Doran is getting the top tower at the moment, so that is going to be guaranteed gold here for T1.
Guaranteed gold for the boys.
Their movement around the map is so confident. KT need to be ready.
T1 has no vision on the Otacon right now.
A big risk.
Doran to walk in to see.
Likely to finish the second item before he TPs into the fight if needed. Owner in the area. It might come down to just a 50-50, but Faker also has access to the Weaver's wall critically. No
the
flash
Weaver's
for
wall. Okay,
no
here comes Doran's TP.
KT,
Rumble's
luckily
backing.
able
I
to
don't know
reset
why.
the objective, but I don't think they're going to get a chance to leave quite yet. T1 know they have an advantage in the fight if it comes down to the 5v5. Flash forward.
Ooh, how? Bro, how is Doran finding Ash, bro? What? Ash was behind Braum. Does Wall not block it, or did he not put his wall up? Alright, Doran MVP. What the fuck, man?
And it's the Crook Lord that finds his mark. Dogdom goes down, and T1 turn onto Otacon.
Doran, the addition.
Oh, I hate this. I hate doing Otacon when Trap Bush is pink, bro. Oh my god, it drives me nuts.
Resetting resistance is shredded by the Otacon. Carry a ward over the wall, spots out Cuz. T1 know it's a 50-50 now. 5 seconds on Dogdom, but he doesn't have access to a TP to make it to the fight any faster. Perfect.
Oh, BDD.
Carry now backing up. 3K on the objective. Getting lower. Steadfast.
Faker's back. Faker's back.
On the backside. Cuz wants to try to make it out of this one, but now they're moving at advantage. Take out Guma. No, Guma living.
Oh, the fucking Faker knockback. The double knockback. Peter's looking back like, what just happened? Peter had smite there, but... Damn, bro. T1 just has a really good team fight, bro. They're just really good when it comes to team fighting. God damn.
KT try their darndest to get that objective, not able to do so. And so many cooldowns used there as well. That's going to set up perfectly for T1. 3.5k gold lead. 1 minute till the next Mountain Dragon. And now T1, it feels like they're in full control.
What a fight, what a scramble. BDD makes a heads-up play, flashing onto Doran to get the first kill of the fight. And then T1...
Then look at the Faker knockback right here. They ult in to get away from Faker. They're over here, clumped up, the knockback.
And once Faker comes in and gets a double shove.
Ouch,
and that shove ends the fight immediately. They were a member up, and Perfect, if he was alive just a little bit earlier, could have been the difference.
Look at that chain, bro. He got that diamond chain, bro.
The biggest lead we've seen in this game so far.
After that 4K gold lead on top of a discrepancy of 38 petals.
I want to see more esports pro players rock fucking jewelry, bro. I think it's so sick. Like honestly, I think teams should give their players an iced out chain with their team logo. That would be so sick.
Perfect's utilized in the previous fight.
Imagine rocking a T1 chain, bro. All 5 of them, T1. Come on, bro. That'd be so sick.
They could not secure the third Drake, but they desperately want the soul point. They spot Faker on the flank. One more fumbled fight might just take them out of this game entirely.
When you get kicked off the team, you gotta give the chain back.
Faker's looking to split the fight.
7K. Cuz gonna have a hard time healing back up that chip damage. Does have access to the Sundered Sky. Objective reset now.
If KT gets his drag, then the next drag's gonna be really annoying for T1. They'll get forced into a shitty fight. If T1 gets his drag, they're chilling. Ooh, the triple knockup. Oh my god, bro. Alright, let me shut the fuck up about Carrier being on a champion that can set up plays. What was that, bro? Carrier just knocks Wukong into the wall, hits his ulti, gets a triple knockup. Like, what?
We haven't talked about in a bit. Had a rough start to the lane. I'm thinking now the Poppy pick really works out. He's the one that set up the pick onto the Wukong, and he gets CC'd 100-0.
Carrier Poppy, my boy. Oh my goodness.
5K gold lead.
Honestly, let's watch it again.
5K goal lead. Boom. Boom.
Look at the combo here.
And the Doran, bro, look at that. The Wukong didn't move. Did you see Wukong? Bro, Wukong got knocked to the wall, got tossed up by Poppy. Doran tosses him up, and then right when the CC's done, Faker also tosses him up. Bro, he did not move an inch. He didn't use a single ability. That's crazy.
The confidence in each other is what really makes this team elite here for T1. You said it, no hesitation from them. They all go in at the same moment. They all find the engage. They find the kills. And they find themselves almost 5,000 gold in the lead.
It's not just that. Look at the levels. Doran is 2 levels up. Our owner is 2 levels up. BDD is kind of okay. And indeed, as Kobe nicely points out to me, we already talked about it's 43 to 2, right? So BDD is the only one that's even because of the Roa. And now, as T1 does, they're going to start up this Baron.
And it's a terrifying position for KT because they know if a single member of their team makes a misstep, the fight very likely ends. The Braum was supposed to be the tool that stopped this dive from Doran, that stopped the dive from Owner from coming through. But if T1 are the ones to kick it off, it just has not been enough.
Seen this one before. Yeah, they don't dare to go for it. We've seen this exact bait a million times. Obviously, Faker does a flash. If they try to arrow, could have made it out, but they don't want to go for it.
Yeah. Faker with his arm guard has a couple of ways to buy some time if you overextend going for the chase. But then you look at the mentality on the other side as KT, and you kind of have to go for one of these plays to pick someone off out of position. You have to hope that you're going to be able to surprise someone with an Ashe arrow and immediately delete them.
And we're looking at Doctom. You highlighted it. That's the arrow. The sustained damage that Ashe can bring to the table is, of course, impactful, even on 2 items. But none of these fights have been long fights. He's been deleted at the start of every single one. So finding that advantage, finding that additional member in a fight, making sure it is a 5v4 in the favor of KT, crucial for the next fight. The combo is still there. The Cyclone, the Equalizer. You can see how KT can find advantage, but it just has not been working out past the 15-minute mark.
I also love that Keria Poppy
Dragon
has the
2
most
minutes.
kills of any
They have
single
Baron
player in the
completely
entire
controlled.
game.
Feels apt.
Battle Poppy, baby.
Yeah, look at his items. That helps, right?
The redemption.
The redemption locket as they're going to start it up.
Every game, bro, supports just
He's got
rush
the heal.
redemption.
He's ready to
I've
move
never
across the
seen
map
anything
and make
like it.
plays. Eyes on the keeper's verdict to see if they can force Cuz out of the pit. 7K, objective getting lower. Owner isolated. Faker off to the side. Likely going to have to use the arm guard. Extra shield coming in. Faker stone cold as he holds the cooldown. Doctam starting to push forward, but he really doesn't have too much damage. Eyes on Perfect and Cuz, the Equalizer, the Cyclone. T1 moving through the choke point, but KT don't have the vision they need. Finally, the ward dropped as T1 once again take control of mid, but happy to just trade a few cooldowns and back away.
And it was the resilience of KT that got them to win against Gen G. That game looked dire as well. TP comes in from Faker.
A whole bunch of nothing. Ooh, Owner goes in.
Unbreakable used to kick off the fight. That's the ulti from Gumayushi. Good response coming in from Perfect, but the damage not really enough. Ulti does not connect from Doran.
Oh, BDD got thrown away. Oh, look at Ashe, bro.
Because the blows buy him an additional second. Perfect running. The flick back likely to come through as Faker tries to get the damage
Rumble's
down.
dead.
But now
Rumble's
he finds
dead.
himself in a brief 2v1. Goes golden.
Oh my god, BDD's dead.
Into the wall. Carrier there right in time as KT are effortlessly
Oh,
dismantled.
Doran. All right.
Doran dropping
All right.
Perfect as well.
I think T1 won
They're
this
gonna
one.
at least get the shove.
What the hell was that, bro?
Wondering whether they wanted to
How
play
are
for the
you
end,
up
but not gonna be the
so
case.
much
TP's
gold
toward the
and
Baron.
2 dragons
T1
by like 10
about to
minutes?
close out this game.
And you just
Yeah,
lose,
that's a
bro.
T1
Bro, this is
Baron, all right.
KT.
Here's another
KT
look.
always
Owner
does this
starts
shit,
it
bro.
out
They're
early,
just behind
knowing that they have
early,
the
then there's
rotation
one
up from
objective they
Faker as well.
fight, and then
And
all
so
of a sudden,
bottom side of
boom,
the
they're
fight,
back in the
Faker
game
comes
by a
over
mile.
while
Like,
Owner,
what is
his
this
ultimate
team,
actually
bro?
expires and they trade 1-for-1 on those junglers, but since Faker's able to section off the rest of the KT members here, Perfect has to flash, and
Oh.
BDD doesn't get
Depression,
a chance.
bro.
BDD,
BDD's
he
so
flashed
salty.
Onto Owner trying to take him down, but just
He's
wasn't
like, yo, this fucking
perfectly
bitch,
in
bro. He
range.
fucking
Didn't
threw me in the
actually
wall
do
when I
any
was
damage to
ulting,
him,
bro.
and then got taken out of the fight, I think, by the Poppy, which meant that they
Oh,
were
okay, so that was a
severely lacking
Baron
damage
for
there.
fucking
And again, Faker,
T1,
perfect
Dragon
knowledge
10
of his
seconds.
cooldowns in that extended fight. Waits for
Oh.
Seraph, knows it'll save him.
What do
Still
you
has
even do
access
if you're
crucially
KT?
to the Zanyas when BDD and Perfect try to go all in. But now, the Hail Mary, KT betting it all. 5 members strong, but it's a Baron buff empowering T1. As long as they buy time here, they're chipping away at that Red Bull Baron power play.
That Red Bull
Objective
Baron
lower.
power play.
Owner waiting over the wall. The wall to
Faker.
divide the team coming in from Faker. Denied a bit by Peter, and it's Owner now on the flank looking for Cuz. Not sure if he's found him. Cuz turning
Yeah,
right
flash,
back
yep.
onto Owner instantaneously in the back line. The concussive blows there, as is the perfect
Such a good
execution.
engage out of Owner, bro.
Carry in the thick of it, Gumayushi
Flashes
makes the touch over the
in.
wall, but it's Faker. Full confidence as the flash.
Well, flash ER and then tosses 3 people towards T1. Like, god damn, man. This guy.
Man advantage for the side of T1 being ushered out. Carrier wants to deny it, but he
Oh,
will
that was so close, bro.
Perfect.
Rumble's just sitting there like, guys? What about me, guys? Alright, slash FF, bro. Can we go next? We just need a mental reset, right, KT? We just need a mental reset. We got this, boys. We will get our first Worlds W, bro. Has KT ever won Worlds? I don't think they have. And if they have, it was a long time ago. Look at that knockback, bro. Ash got thrown towards T1, towards the Dragon Pit, had to flash over that little wall, and then it's just in the trap brush with Doran on top of him. Like, hi, I'm Doran. So close. So close.
The rest of the team escapes in the realm warp on the edge.
Look at the drags for T1. It's like they were like, yo, let's just give up the first 2 dragons so we can just stack 1 dragon until fucking Soul. They're about to have Mountain Soul. They're about to have 4 Mountain Drags with Soul. Like, they're going to be so tanky. It's going to be disgusting. They're already so tanky. What the hell, man? Imagine that was T1's plan all along. Yo, we'll just stack the 3rd drag.
In the moment that Dogdom's taken out of the fight,
I want to see the stats they have from this dragon.
And guess what? He's been taken out every single time. As being Ash against all these dive threats, T1, even though the very early skirmish didn't go their way, are now marching on KT's base.
Final wave of this Red Bull Baron power play. Brought in the mid lane from Faker. Wall to isolate the tower. They want to break open the space, limit the options for KT. T1 outplaying in the fights, and now that they have a lead, they're not looking to give anything away. 3 minutes on the next Baron, 3 minutes on Soul for T1.
Oh,
Faker still fishing for the flick back.
Play with fire.
But KT running out of options fast. The damage has not been enough. The positioning, the setups just have not been good enough. And T1 have been more than happy to punish and tear apart this KT team.
So telling that KT is still
Man, there's nothing worse than losing your bottom in him. I think it'll be back up. No, it won't. It won't be back up, actually. They got 5 minutes on that bottom inhib. Baron's in 2 minutes. So, like, you lose bottom inhib, and then Baron's coming up, and you're just sitting there like, bro, we need someone to defend bot, but they're also pressuring Baron. So you're going to need to put someone who can push the super waves, the super minions, super quick, and then can react and TP.
But their form is not bad either.
Definitely not too shabby. Let's take a look, though, because we're going to teleport up to the top side and look to get our ending push in for T1.
Yep, and then your T1, you know you have Super's bot, you just go top, push the 2 towers, try to get the inhib. If you can't get the inhib, it's fine, you just go to Baron. They have all his whole top side controlled.
Hopefully for KT, set up one of many defenses that they're going to need to
Rumble already used. A little early.
Use the equalizer to clear the way, but it will not stop the tier 2 tower from falling. Does give a bit more time to BDD to get a tower back in response.
Yeah, like if you're BDD here, you have to push that bottom wave all the way up, as far as you can push it up, and then recall.
It is a lot of lead for the side of T1.
But it's still not going to be enough. Like this wave's going to push all the way back down to the inhib.
And you already kind of start to think about drafts for the rest of the series as well, as we are in Fearless. And we're seeing why so many teams ban Poppy versus Keria. But then you're thinking, okay, yeah, Keria, he had amazing Poppy ultimates this game. He had amazing.
Bro, I didn't even think Keria had a good Poppy. I was like if I'm playing versus Keria, I'm banning his Nico on CD, bro. Perma ban Nico, like every single game. The way that guy plays Nico is insane. And it's wild, bro, that every single game that I've watched T1 play so far this series of Worlds, Keria is just a star player. Keria is constantly making plays for his team. The impact that this player has, bro, is disgusting.
But this version of Keria, world class.
Faker also has
absolutely disgusting. Look at bottom wave already. Look at where bot wave is. You see what I'm saying, man? You already have two super cannon minions, whatever you want to call them, in bot lane. At least like Rise can push waves pretty fast.
It happens to the best of us.
I felt like we needed a comedic break.
Yeah, because barring a KT steal of this next dragon, the game will end on maybe Baron, definitely Mountain Soul.
We do see a Vamp Scepter for
T1 wants to try to find a pig before they go to
Baron,
but
the range discrepancy is big, but more
if I was them, I'd just be sitting over there right now and rushing it.
Fourth item for BDD, that death cap Maybe now if they catch
I guess they
someone out
kind of
from
do it a
T1,
little
they'll be
bit
able to finish
slow
those
with
crucial kills.
Varus
However,
AD,
you have the
but
pressure point on the top side from Faker.
all right, look at the bot lane. Look at the bot lane.
KT, if they make a single wrong choice, they're likely to lose something regardless of the outcome.
It's like, okay, we have to go fight this. We cannot lose. If we lose Baron, the game's over. We have to go fight this. But then look at the super minions bot lane. Wukong already got pushed away.
6K getting lower.
Yep,
KT
this is for T1.
start to flounder. They decide it's not worth it. They decide they don't want it. Instead, they're going to turn their sights to the Drake, spawning in 4 seconds. T1 already have secured the Baron on the
Now
back.
KT's trying to get positional advantage for the
Now
dragon,
they might
but
just look to end it
ooh,
here.
look where
Flash
Faker
forward.
is.
Perfect
And Docdom has been ulted by Doran again, bro. The amount of times Doran has found Ashe is disgusting. Oh, BDD ulti canceled. It's over. T1 wins. Wow. So, Carry and Doran had the best plays. And then look where the super minions are. At that fucking Nexus tower. Is that not disgusting?
T1. What a performance.
And Perfect running for the hills. I don't think his survival is gonna matter as Doran and Keria.
Even if they didn't fight mid or get caught mid, they would have been dancing around Dragon and the super minions would have been pushing. GG.